Firstly, we head northeast from Carlisle through the Debateable Lands to Bewcastle. The Debateable Lands, 13th to 17th century, for most of its existence the area was a lawless zone controlled by clans of the Border Reivers, which terrorised the surrounding areas. It became the last part of Britain to be brought under state control in the middle of the 16th century by James V of Scotland, and was eventually divided between Scotland and England. The Border Reivers were raiders along the Anglo-Scottish border from the late 13th century to the beginning of the 17th century. They included both Scottish and English people, and they raided the entire border country without regard to their victims' nationality. So now we go back in time from the Reivers. We head to Bewcastle and the Romans. Bewcastle, the Roman fort. Bewcastle Roman fort was built to the north of Hadrian's wall as an outpost fort, possibly intended for scouting and intelligence. The remains of the fort are situated 7 miles to the north of the Roman fort of Burd Oswald on Hadrian's wall. Bewcastle Cross. From what I can gather, it seems it's one of the finest to survive Anglo-Saxon Britain, and probably dated around 675 AD, with Roman and Syrian links. We then head south to Hadrian's Wall. Hadrian's Wall in 122 AD. Soldiers were garrisoned along the line of the wall in large forts, smaller mile castles and intervening turrets. It was the largest Roman archaeological feature in Britain at 73 miles long. Hadrian's Wall Path, 84 miles long, on the bucket list of serious walkers and runners, generally runs close along the wall. Almost all the standing masonry of the wall was removed in early modern times and used for local roads and farmhouses. None of it stands to its original height anymore. Continuing south via Lanacross Priory and Tea Room, we arrive at Brampton. From there we take the A689 to Alston. Alston is England's highest market settlement, originally a mining town with a population of nearly 7,000. Now it's just over 1,000, with most income coming from tourism. The biggest attraction being the starting point of England's highest narrow gauge railway. The A689 is a great biking and driving roads which leads to Alston, but particularly worthy of comment is the section from Alston to Penrith. It has become quite a mecca for, how can I politely put this, weekend enthusiastic drivers and riders, some of whom are a bit too enthusiastic for their own good. It has now attracted photographic businesses who will gladly snap you taking the most scenic hairpins and charge you a modest sum for the results. However, the other camera operators on the road will charge you substantially more. My recommendation would be to avoid weekends, particularly in great weather, and enjoy a weekday drive ride without feeling that you're involved in some kind of time trial or road race. Dropping down into the Eden Valley leads us to the many picturesque sandstone villages. The River Eden rises in the Yorkshire Dales and runs through the Vale of Eden to the Solway Firth.